Wednesday, a week from today, uh, William's going to join us. William Jones is going to be in here with us. So William will join us, and we'll talk to him about all the stuff that's swirling around, the controversies that are swirling around concerning him, his office. So we'll have that on the air for you Wednesday on Ask Your Neighbor. Other than that, it's just been a normal day. NASCAR's next.
Listening to Trading Time on AM 1380 WYSH. Tune in Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. for Trading Time. And Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. for Trading Time Prime Time. Right here on AM 1380 WYSH.
And good evening. Welcome to the locker room.
And the host.
Hey, good to have you back.
Glad to have me back.
Yeah.
I sat in this chair last week. You wasn't here.
The week before, though.
Well, that's all right.
That's okay. And I want to thank you for being easy on my credit card, man.
Yeah, I was.
I mean, you really.
I didn't even take it this year.
You really saved me some.
Yeah, I saved you some money.
Yeah.
Thanks.
High school basketball. We got some state champs in the studio with us tonight, and some more looking to get to be the state champs.
Getting down to the nitty-gritty here.
Nitty-gritty. Great ball games last night at Roan State. Oakdale taking Rockwood into overtime with a win, and tried to call Brad Jones all day today and couldn't get him, so he's probably I don't know if he's recovered yet or not, but
he has.
Cofield, big win last night.
Big win, first time in school history going to the region championship game and advancing on to sub-state. So it's a big thing for Cofield High School.
So they'll be playing tomorrow night. Girls play tonight, and and what a venue. The original was supposed to be held at Tellico Plains. Tellico Plains gets put out early, so they say, why don't we move this thing back? All our teams are local. Why make everybody travel to Tellico Plains when everybody's within 5 miles, 10 miles of the place?
Yep.
Brought it back, and 2 nights, the district and the region packed house. I mean, standing. I stood up above the basket. Great crowd.
Well, it looked like the picture or the shot I seen that looked like a pretty good crowd there.
It was a huge crowd. So you only have a couple more games to get out and enjoy high school basketball, as the girls will be playing their sub-state games Saturday night, and the boys will play Monday night. So and then it's on to Murfreesboro for the winners, and the losers will pack it in.
You're right.
And I guess biggest upset so far, Oak Ridge being out on the boys' side.
I don't call it an upset.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, how's it an upset?
Well, how's it an upset? They had a 70-game winning streak against district competition.
I still don't call it an upset. I'm not calling it an upset.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. It was an
You
upset.
can call it an
It
upset.
was an upset.
You can call it an upset if you want to.
It was an upset.
I'm saying it's not one.
Well,
then.
let's see. What was Powell's record?
They didn't play Powell.
Who'd they play?
Played Bearden, 27-1. That's what their record was.
Well, but Powell's the one that beat them.
No, Powell's not the one that beat them. So you don't even know what
Powell
you're
didn't
talking
beat them?
No, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Bearden
you're right.
beat them last night, 27-1.
But Powell
The
had
number
beat
2
them, but
team in
Powell had
AAA in the
broken
state of
their-
Tennessee.
But Powell had broken their
No,
70-game win
I don't
streak.
think so. I don't know about that.
Bearden's not in their district.
I don't know about the 70-game win streak.
Okay.
I tell you who
so
beat
you
them
want
last
to jump
night.
on me for not knowing what's
Region
going on?
play. We're
Okay.
playing in a region. We're not in the district no more,
Okay.
bud.
But
We're
I'm
in the
just
region.
saying, I said big
The
upset.
best team won last night,
Well,
27-1.
And Bearden's pretty
Bearden.
tough. Bearden's
Yeah.
pretty tough. Been tough all year.
Yeah, so that's who won. So that's not an upset
Well,
to me.
the upset, I said Powell.
No, no upset.
Yeah, that was an upset.
No, that wasn't. That's a good game.
That was an upset. But it is what it is. So
They paying you to say all this
move
stuff
on.
tonight?
pay all what stuff.
Is Oak Ridge High School got you on the payroll or something?
Well, no.
Wasn't an upset.
Call it like it is. Yeah,
No, I don't think it's an
It was
upset.
Yeah,
Mm.
no question about it. But anyway,
No upset.
get out and enjoy. Baseball, softball start next weekend. There'll be some play-in tournaments. Kids coaches get a chance to look at all their kids and do a little evaluating, and that'll be sort of a free weekend for games.
You up in any of those games?
And I can't give my schedule out for security reasons.
Well, I thought if you was up in some of those games, their coaches won't get a really good look at their kids.
Oh, they'll
because
get a
you're
good look.
erratic calling. Your strike zone's like this and this. So, no, they won't get a good feel for it.
Well, as a matter of fact, I just
No, that's don't give no
Well,
matter of fact.
well, I'm just saying, I
These
just
boys,
wanted-
these young men over here's done seen what they're dealing with tonight.
just wanted
So
to let you
they
know
know
that-
now. They know you're erratic, and you're going to talk about their game, and you won't even have it right.
I
for 'em.
just came back from the Grapefruit League where
Grapefruit
you get
League.
evaluated
Yeah.
as an umpire.
Yeah, you're a
and
grapefruit,
I had,
all right.
and I had four plus.
Yeah, you're a grapefruit, all
4
right.
plus.
All right.
Well, now let's don't be getting in.
Yeah, you're a grapefruit, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And I took my medicine tonight.
Well, we need to give you another dose then, because there's something.
Woo! Well, I can't wait till you get all these guys over here because they're seeing what they got to deal with. Everybody that's in here. These two young men over here are rolling in the floor at you. And one of them knows you pretty well.
They're not
Apparently,
rolling- they're not
when I
rolling in
said
it.
something, he's already made a comment.
They're not
I
rolling
cannot
in the floor
believe
with
it.
me.
You bring people here that knows you, especially around me, because as soon as I get smile on my side.
Well, I got
wow.
my schedule wrong. I thought you were going to be gone tonight. And it was last week.
It was. Not
No,
your
the
last
week
week.
before
Week
last.
before,
Yeah, I
man. I
just
was in
had to-
Daytona.
had to-
Pretty weather.
Well, I had
No
the-
thanks to you, didn't have your
I
credit card,
had
neither.
I had the date wrong. I thought it was tonight.
Yeah, you had
that
the
we
date
were
wrong,
gone.
all right.
But
I was easy on you last week, too.
yeah, I know you were.
I know where
you
he's
were.
at.
Yeah.
I know exactly where he's
No,
at.
you don't. You
Yeah,
have
I
no
do.
clue where I was.
Yeah, I do, too. You told me.
Well, but
I didn't tell
you think
everybody.
I'm gonna go where I told you?
Yeah, you do. You go most. Yeah, I know why you went where you told me. Because one person, the wife. That's exactly right. Let's roll.
Let's roll. Got a state championship basketball team in the audience tonight. Glad to have them with us.
We don't
Actually-
have many of them come in here.
Well, and actually they've knocked on the door 2 previous years. Got to the championship game this year. They get over the hump and bring it all back. You'll see the gold ball behind them. That's proof. The net, the whole shooting match, and got the MVP of the state tournament with us. And you know,
just
you don't, like
wondering.
you say, you don't get many.
Hey, I just wonder, I got a question to
Okay.
ask you, seeing how you're getting paid for this. When's the last time Oak Ridge come in here with a state championship and we had them over there? We hadn't, have we? Since I've been sitting here, I don't think we have we? Okay, let's move on. Thank you. I just wanted to get that cleared.
Wow. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be right back. We're going to get him one more dose to get him through the show. Be right back.
Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is your gift destination. Shop the new plush selection for that special someone. We have Bath & Body Works popular fragrances and custom gift baskets too. Live and Let Live has a wide selection of gift and home decor for any occasion, from yard flags to selected jewelry plus much more. We have Big Orange giftware always available year-round. And don't forget to enjoy a soda fountain treat while you shop. Live and Let Live Drugstore, Gift Shop, and Soda Fountain in downtown Rockwood.
All right, crew, let's get started. All right.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
In today's world, you don't stay in business long without providing exceptional customer service. The Duff family has been providing exceptional customer service for over 44 years. Our customers rate us highly, as shown by the fact we're the only dealer in Tennessee to have earned the Subaru Stellar Care Award for customer satisfaction 6 years in a row. Check our online reviews or ask your friends. They'll tell you to come to Earl Duff Subaru, where buying is a pleasure.
Choose financing as low as 0% for 63 months on all new 2018 Outback models at Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman.
Mulch & More in Midtown is your landscaping headquarters. Mulch & More offers mulch, the best topsoil in the area, all types of gravel, sand, pea gravel, either loose or in bags, creek rock, river rock, field stone, mountain mist stone, railroad cross ties, straw bales, fence posts, farm gates, and much more. Mulch & More offers backhoe and dump truck service. And Mulch & More can also demolish a house or building on your property, and they'll haul it off for you. Give Gary a call today at 865-740-5229 for Mulch & More in Midtown.
Roan Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roan Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roan Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roan Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roan Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Reno Sporting Goods, your first choice for sports equipment. On the court, on the field, or in the stands, Reno's has the brand names you want. All the latest from Adidas, Under Armour, and more. From custom embroidery to screen printing, it's all about the game. For over 30 years, Reno Sporting Goods.
Welcome back to the locker room, and see what you right see what magic. See what you can do with a little magic.
I'm good with
Boom!
it,
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
He'll be gone in a minute.
We're glad to have Calvary Baptist School out of Kingston with us tonight, and they're the 2018 Tennessee Association of Christian Schools Single A.
Yes, sir.
State champs, and they've obviously knocked on the door last year and the year before they get to the championship game. And Michael Gilbert, the coach. And Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
And
pleasure to be here.
Took 3 tries, but perseverance, and you keep on and keep on and keep on knocking, and you're going to get there, aren't you?
That's right. That's we always try to tell our boys, just like the Bible says. One good thing about Christian schools, you get to talk about the Bible a little bit, but it says that a righteous man falleth 7 times, he rises up again. So it's about overcoming, and these guys did a great job, and they overcame a lot this year, and they succeeded, made it through the championship. So.
And Coach, where did you play your championship?
This was at Springfield. South Haven High School.
Okay.
They're in Nashville. Trying to remember exactly where it's at, but it's right there at Springfield.
You don't have a huge squad, so how do you manage foul trouble and stuff?
Well, we always try to say right before we walk out, I'll try to say, boys, we can't buy back fouls. We can always get points back. So let's be smart, move our feet, and try to not play with our hands. So it's a struggle at times, but even the bench and everybody, they play their roles well, and they did a great job.
See, I'm sure when Queener was playing basketball, he was a fouling machine. You can just that aggressiveness,
Yeah.
That aggressiveness. But good-looking squad you got, Coach.
Yeah, I got a real good-looking squad. With the 8 I've got, I only got 7 here tonight, but I definitely think they're probably one of the tallest teams I've ever had.
You do have some height, and got some weight there, with one. So you got a bouncer.
That's right.
Okay, pretty good. Is he a pretty good defensive rebounder and stuff? Can he clear the aisle?
He can clear the aisle. He's a beast down low. He could be even bigger beast if he wanted to be.
Okay. Well, what do you say we meet these guys?
All right.
Okay, now you can go.
Nathan Plemons.
Nathan Plemons.
Nathan Plemons. Yes.
Okay, and you are
I'm a point guard.
Point guard?
Shooting guard.
And are you a freshman, sophomore?
Yes, sir. I'm a freshman.
Freshman. Okay, good. So not a bad lick. Be a freshman and win a state championship.
Nah, it feels good.
So you got a little pressure on your shoulders then, right, to keep it going?
I guess so.
Okay. How long you been playing basketball?
Oh, I started playing around 2nd grade, 3rd grade, and been playing ever since.
Okay. So what does it feel like to be a state champ?
there's not really any feeling like it. It's a good feeling, and it's like yeah. I mean, that's about it. It's a good feeling.
Good. And you get to go first tonight, so you got you're gonna set the tone here now. Anybody you want to say particularly a shout out to tonight?
Shout out to Calvary Baptist.
Okay. How about your mom and dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, don't ever forget mom and dad. You can never go wrong with mom and dad, right?
Right.
Well, congratulations on a state championship.
Thank you.
My name is Landon Phillips. I usually sub out for Mooch and Nathan and Tiny, the MVP back there.
Oh, so Tiny told you to put him MVP out on him there tonight, huh?
No, I just feel like doing it myself.
Got him on the
Now, what grade are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
8th grade, okay. So you really got some pressure then.
Yeah.
Keep this thing going, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, are you a point guard?
Usually point guard or shooting guard. Yes, sir.
So, Coach, now when you go to Landon here now, is you still got confidence? Everything's still good. 8th grader,
Absolutely.
no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. He works hard. I'm trying to get him to buy into his size and just say you play your size and use that to your abilities, taking it low and being the quickest guy out there. He's getting better and he's improved a lot.
You take it low?
Sometimes.
Take it strong?
I try to. As strong as I can go.
Hey, that's all you can do, buddy.
That's all you can do, man.
That's all you can do. Anyone you want to give a shout out to?
My mom, the school and the teachers, and our principal for being a great principal.
Oh. Is the principal watching? Is the principal watching tonight?
There we go.
Oh, come on now, Landon. Come on now. Huh?
No, I don't even know if he's watching.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, you're a smart man.
Yeah.
You're trying anyway. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm TJ Vestal. Sophomore.
Sophomore?
Shooting guard. Play shooting guard.
Can you shoot the lights out?
A little bit.
Good job. Now, how long have you been playing basketball?
Probably 2nd, 3rd grade.
2nd or 3rd grade. All right. So we've got Coach. Can you shoot them?
TJ's one of those that to watch him warm up, you wouldn't think nothing, but he's one you would call prime time. You just throw him the ball and he just shoots it and goes.
Prime time.
Yeah. He's one of those. He just shows up and he don't need no warm ups, nothing. He just get him out there and let him shoot, and he'll shoot it.
Now, pretty good defensive player.
When he wants to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a struggle.
Okay. So you'd rather shoot it than defend it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No problem with that. No problem with that. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
My Mimi, and just Calvary Baptist.
And you're a junior?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you get to come back next year and do it again.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm Dalton Evans. I'm 16 years old. I'm a junior, and I play post.
Post?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Give us a little rundown, Coach.
Dalton is this is his first year playing for me. He didn't play last year, but he's been a great addition. He's one of the hardest workers on the court. Probably got one of the most fluid jump shots, especially from the short corner. He does a great job, and he's been instrumental in winning us this championship.
So Dalton, are you the ingredients that's been missing for the last 2 years? You come in and they win a state championship.
I wouldn't say that, but
that's good. That's good. That's a good way. That's a good way. But certainly feels good to win.
Absolutely.
Now, how long have you been playing basketball?
Probably since 1st or 2nd grade.
Okay. In the Kingston area.
I played for Kingston before I moved to Calvary.
Okay. So first year, that's not a bad gig. Come
Yes,
over 1 year and win a state championship. Any kind of championship is a good one, right?
Yes, sir.
Would you rather play offense or defense?
I like defense pretty well. I like to rebound.
Can you stop them on the baseline, Coach?
Oh, yeah. He does a good job of it.
Good job. Anybody want to get a shout out?
My mom, my dad, and Calvary, and Coach.
Okay. Coach, you get that shout out?
I got it.
Good, good. Nice to have you with us, and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Rusnick, and I'm a junior for Calvary.
Well,
you have to show a birth certificate for him.
Well, he's one of those. He always gets picked on by the refs and the other teams. They try to. He's another one. You know, he'll average. I guarantee you, I haven't did all the averages this year, but he probably averages anywhere from 20 to 30 points a game.
Wow.
And he can shoot inside or out. You'd be surprised at his ball handling skills and everything else. He's just a full package.
So, Landon, that's who you look to get the ball to down underneath? Smart. You're smart, buddy. So, it gets pretty rough down underneath for you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? How long you been playing basketball?
I've been playing since I was about 6 years old.
6 years old, and you are a?
Junior.
Junior? Oh, my gosh, Coach.
Got them all back one more year.
Wow. Well, I mean, are they just going to give you another sticker for the gold ball so they don't have to buy another one, or what? I mean, this.
That'd be all right. Well, we need to. You got to take up a little space in the little trophy case.
Wow, a junior.
Yes, sir.
You got anybody recruiting you? Oh, I'm sorry, we can't say that. Okay. Anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, my parents, my teammates. Couldn't do it without these guys. My coach, spending all that time with us, being a great influence on us spiritually and physically, and that's it.
Tell us a little bit about now. You got a small school.
Yes, sir. About 30 high schoolers.
Okay, so you guys obviously you get to spend more time together. How different is that? And I guess I should have asked someone that's transferred in how different that is. It's all because it's got to be more like a family than a basketball team.
Yes, sir. On the court, we've all been playing with each other ever since I can remember, and he just came this year, but he's already, leaps and bounds above what I was on my first year on the team, and it's been great playing with these guys. We all know where each other's at on the court. We have a great team chemistry that we built up here at Calvary.
Very good. Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck next year. I used to call this guy Tiny, but I can't call him Tiny anymore. He's grown up. Okay, your turn.
I'm Landon Treadway, and I'm a junior. I've been playing basketball since I was about in third grade, probably.
You started in the third grade. How long did it take you before you could beat your sister?
Probably since day one.
Huh? Is she a better shooter than you?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Probably not now, though.
Now, Landon, I think you got the MVP of the state tournament. Pretty good feeling.
Yes, sir. It was a good feeling.
And Coach, obviously handled the basketball pretty well.
Yeah, Tiny's one of those that he's one of those that he's the only one that holds himself back. There ain't nobody that can defend him whenever he puts his mind to it. He did a great job, and they all came to play, but he was one reason he got the MVP is he came with a vengeance during those two games that we got to play up there. So he did a great job.
So he's still Tiny?
He's still Tiny, but I get his name, Hayden, and then Little Landon's mixed up now because we're going to change that up to Little Landon being Tiny now. So.
Tiny, what can you put your finger on that was the difference in this year than last year?
I feel like we had way better chemistry this year, and our defense was a lot more intense this year than it was last year, for sure.
So it goes back to defense.
Yes, sir.
Coach, you spend a lot of time on the defensive side.
Yeah, we spend probably 85% of our practices and games focusing on defense. My big thing, and it just varies depending on your coaching style, but my thing is that anybody can work it inside and anybody can throw up a shot and make shots, but it takes a good team to really learn how to play defense, and a lot of communication and just a lot of hard work. So you can take that with you and use that in life. So,
now, Coach Queener, Cofield boy, played ball at Cofield, so he's He's local.
Yep.
And then how long have you been coaching at Calvary?
I've been coaching about 5 years. I had to skip 1 year, being in the military. I had to deploy, but it's been 3 years going now, the head coach.
And Coach, I see they won state championships in 88, 92, and 97. So this isn't the first banner hanging in Calvary's gym.
No, they got a good tradition over there. They've had a lot of good athletes come out of that school, so it's definitely be an honor to be one of those state championship teams.
And the school really didn't get started until 76?
70, yeah, that sounds right.
Wow.
Brother
So
Ray Bearden.
That's you got to figure it takes a while to get into the swing of things, and because I think Reverend Breeden's son was the coach there for a while, right?
Yep, Brother, I think Stacy was the coach for a few years there.
Well, good. So Tiny, now you're taking it to the next level again next year. Pretty much the same competition that you had this year. Is that who you'll be facing mostly next year?
Yeah, probably our biggest rival is probably Cedar View, and that's the team that gives us the most struggle, and they're only losing a couple people, but we'll still have most of their good players, so they'll still probably give us a run, but I think we can beat them.
So you got Hayden, talk to us a little bit about your schedule. Teams you play.
We play a lot of teams local. We travel a little bit, but usually we stay in around the Tennessee area. But we play Mount Pisgah. They're out of Oliver Springs, and we play Cedar View, like he said, and Fairview and teams like that, local Christian schools.
Mount Pisgah, pretty good rivalry for you, I would assume?
Yes, sir. They've been a rival for a very long time. So, but we're all friends after the game. We still love each other, but on the court we go at it.
It's hard for a big old boy like that to have love coming out of his mouth. I mean, look at him. If he told you he loved you, I'd say, yeah, I'm glad you do.
Yeah, you don't want to go with that too long.
No, but does your league expand any, or are you pretty much the same?
It varies year to year, especially with these Christian schools. Numbers fluctuate a lot more compared to your public schools, but our district is a little more spread out because normally in the local district here you got Cofield, Harriman, Wartburg, Sunbright, Rockwood, all those guys, they're within 15, 20 minutes. Some of our games we have to go outside of 2.5 hours to play them, and with the Christian schools, some of the schools that come in will be from Arkansas and stuff like that that'll come in. So it's just a little different dynamic, I guess, from it.
So now, Hayden, you were all region as well.
Oh, yes, sir.
And let's see, on the state tournament team, you were all district or all tournament team, and Jordan was as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay. And you and Landon on the 17 and the 16 team. So you guys have sort of dominated your whole career there in terms of being on the all region and state tournament teams.
Yes, sir. We've tried to, but like I said, we couldn't do it without our teammates.
Very good. Let me talk to the gentleman right in front of you there a moment. Now, you said you came from Kingston.
Yes, sir.
And what was share with us just a little bit about the difference in transferring athletic-wise.
Well, first off, obviously, the size was a lot bigger. And it's coming to Calvary has definitely made me a better ball player just because how much smaller it is, and the coach is able to work with you a lot more. So it's just been I've enjoyed it. It's been a lot better. I got a lot more playing time too.
So, Coach, that is now. How many assistants did you have?
Well, it's just me. My favorite father-in-law, Gene McClure, got to help me every once in a while. You don't know nothing about Gene, do you?
Well, all I know is that we were supposed to get his name out some way tonight.
That's right. Well, we got to get it out there. And then, of course, it's one of those that it's great to be over at Calvary because you get help from everyone. The principal, Brother Watson, he's a great man of God, most importantly, and he was a great help this year. Brother Lance Treadway, Tiny's dad, he was a great help this year. So I appreciate him and his wife, and of course all the parents. We're a close-knit family, not just the players, but the parents and my wife and I. So
you get good support.
Yeah, it's been great support.
Now, do you play your games at Calvary School?
Yeah, we'll play there, and of course we'll play at other. We'll do it just like any other league. Play at home and away.
Home and away.
Yeah.
So how many games would you play in a regular season?
Well, this year we played the normal amount. We played maybe 20, 24, or 30 maybe, something like that. We're not limited to, I guess, TWSAA, they can only play so many. The year before we played upwards to about 40.
Wow.
So, and that
now,
was
do you have restrictions on when you can practice and all that stuff, or can you go all year?
No, you can go all year.
Well, that's a big plus then.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get these guys in some AAU teams again and keep them working, because one thing that I try to get these boys to understand and learn, not just in basketball but in life, that if you're not getting better, then you're getting worse. So there's always someone out there that's competing and trying to work to get better than you, and if you're not putting in the effort to make yourself better, you're just going to get worse.
Well, good. Guys, anybody got anything else they want to add? Well, it's probably been a long time since I've been this quiet, I guess, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, we'll get in the van. We'll hear everything that just went on.
Well, congratulations. I mean, like I said, a state championship is a state championship.
Absolutely.
In anything, and Little Landon, we could have you could be a fixture here for the next 4 years, and couldn't you? And we hope you are, because that means there's a lot of banners flying from the rafters over there.
Absolutely.
Well, Coach, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I just want to give a shout out to everyone at Calvary, to my wife. I want to thank her for
I was going to make sure
her support.
That we had her,
yeah,
because I didn't want her calling me tomorrow.
Yeah, we don't want that. No, but I do appreciate her. She sacrifices just as much time as I do. So I appreciate her, and I appreciate these young men. It's been a blessing to be able to coach them. Just hope we can continue to coach them, and that we're the best that we can be for them.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you bringing them up. It's a great bunch of good-looking guys there, and again, it sounds like you got something going that no seniors.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So hopefully we can.
There's a lot of basketball coaches around that would love to have won a state championship and not lose anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, we're very fortunate for that. So
how's your recruiting budget?
Well, it's running a little dry right now, but hopefully we can dip into it.
Lance will get you whatever you need over here.
Well, maybe you can help us out.
We'll help you out. We'll help you out a little bit. We'll help you out a little bit. Thanks for bringing them up, and congratulations on a state championship. And a gold ball is a gold ball.
Absolutely. Thank you all for having us.
Appreciate you. All right. Folks, we'll take a break. We'll be back in the locker room right after this.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is your gift destination. Shop the new plush selection for that special someone. We have Bath & Body Works popular fragrances and custom gift baskets too. Live and Let Live has a wide selection of gift and home decor for any occasion, from yard flags to selected jewelry, plus much more. We have Big Orange giftware always available year-round. And don't forget to enjoy a soda fountain treat while you shop. Live and Let Live Drugstore, Gift Shop, and Soda Fountain in downtown Rockwood.
All right, crew, let's get started. All right.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
In today's world, you don't stay in business long without providing exceptional customer service. The Duff family has been providing exceptional customer service for over 44 years. Our customers rate us highly, as shown by the fact we're the only dealer in Tennessee to have earned the Subaru Stellar Care Award for customer satisfaction 6 years in a row. Check our online reviews or ask your friends. They'll tell you to come to Earl Duff Subaru, where buying is a pleasure.
Choose financing as low as 0% for 63 months on all new 2018 Outback models at Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman.
Mulch & More in Midtown is your landscaping headquarters. Mulch & More offers mulch, the best topsoil in the area. All types of gravel, sand, pea gravel, either loose or in bags, creek rock, river rock, field stone, mountain mist stone, railroad cross ties, straw bales, fence posts, farm gates, and much more. Mulch & More offers backhoe and dump truck service. And Mulch & More can also demolish a house or building on your property, and they'll haul it off for you. Give Gary a call today at 865-740-5229 for Mulch & More in Midtown.
Roan Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roan Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roan Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roan Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roan Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Reno Sporting Goods, your first choice for sports equipment. On the court, on the field, or in the stands, Reno's has the brand names you want. All the latest from Adidas, Under Armour, and more. From custom embroidery to screen printing, it's all about the game. For over 30 years, Reno Sporting Goods.
Well, thanks for Coach Gilbert again for bringing us the Calvary Baptist State Basketball Champions for 2018.
Good looking team.
Can you imagine winning a state championship? And
got everybody back. No pressure.
Except on the coach.
On the coach. Well, me, no pressure except on the coach.
Yeah.
Good looking basketball team.
The coach, it was, and they've, like I said, they've had a pretty successful run there, and Mount Pisgah's getting a program about that same caliber now. They're starting to move it up a notch. So I'm sure they have some good rivalries. Again, we talked about high school basketball. Man, it's Cofield and Oakdale tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
You know what? It's going to be a big game because it's a big rivalry anyway.
There won't be a person in either of those communities.
No, you can go do what you want to in Cofield and those places tomorrow night because everybody will be down at Rome State.
Wow.
I know Brad was really excited, Dave, and I talked to him, told him congratulations. I know he's put a lot of time and effort in it, and I know, he's put a lot in it.
Well,
and I'm just glad to see him winning.
But the thing about it, David, was Parker McKinney had 3 fouls midway through the second quarter.
Yeah, and I seen a thing. I don't think he had but 12.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is
the big gun last night for was
Lau, I think.
Cofield was Seth Lau. He had 24 points.
He had 24 points.
Parker only had 12 last night.
Well, like I say, he didn't play. He didn't play about half of the second quarter. Played about a third of the third quarter.
Jake Kilby had 12.
Kilby had a big role.
Tyler Keithley had 9. And there's a couple that had 3.
And
Bird
both of those,
McKinney, Bird and McKinney. So that was their scoring last night. So they had Johnny Carroll had 7, and I don't want to leave nobody out here, but that was their scoring last night. So that was pretty,
And both teams, there were several times where they would make a 5 or 6 point run. Cofield would get down 6, come back. Harriman would get down, they'd come back, and it was just a matter. Harriman missed probably a lot of 8-foot jumpers that normally would go.
If you look at Harriman had 3 kids in double figures like Cofield and McCullum with 23. Worthy with 12, and Duncan with 14 to carry out to their 60 points. So, each of them's got 2 or 3 different people there that can light it up. And, Harriman's defending state champs.
Well, and like I say,
that's the next thing you got to talk about. I
think
Harriman's a Class A state champ.
Of course, they were young. They played a lot of kids last night that probably didn't play much last year.
Probably not.
But I think if you go back and they look at film and stuff, they'll see that they missed a lot of those, like I say, short range jumpers that normally would go. And then when McKinney come out of the ball game, Harriman had a big height advantage, and I'm sure when they go back and look, they'll wish that they had taken advantage more of the height.
Well, I reminded Brad today, win, lose, or draw tomorrow night, you can still advance on the state tournament if you can go and win on the road. Because I've seen us do that at Fulton several times.
You can.
And I'm sure that if you ask Coach Wright and myself, I'd tell you the same thing. I'd rather play at home anytime.
Sure.
But he's had as much success on the road as he has playing at Fulton. So just because Cofield might lose tomorrow night or might win, I don't know how the game's going to come out. It's not over. The good thing about it, the two teams playing tomorrow night, they're guaranteed one more game.
And I think
that's the good thing.
And you make a really good point. Both of these teams playing tomorrow night are pretty good basketball teams. I'm not sure because it probably doesn't matter as much in single A as it does hitting the road in 3A, where you got, first of all, you got a lot of travel most of the times involved, and the competition. Right here, you got two good basketball teams, and it wouldn't surprise me that if either of these, the winner and the loser tomorrow night could both be in Murfreesboro.
And that's
wouldn't surprise me a bit.
I've seen that happen before.
Yeah.
So, no, I mean, I think Brad said if they have to travel, it could either be to North Green or to Sullivan. I don't know if he said south or north. I don't remember. So he'd have to travel in the upper East Tennessee area. So that's normally where you'd have to go anyway. So.
And North Green girls have been there. They've got a bunch of banners.
Well, that's a powerhouse school for girls.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about the boys. I couldn't tell you anything about them.
I don't think not near as powerful.
I know nothing about them. I hope they have green in their uniform.
And
so
Sullivan North is where Rockwood went to play football this year, and so they had a pretty good football team. I don't know how much that relates.
You usually see football and basketball sort of correlate to each other.
I don't know how much their athletes relate.
Well, small schools they probably do,
but they
probably correlate
to
each other.
Athletes, but both of these are good basketball team. I want to say too, before we get much further, I'm sure that most of you have heard that Pat Sheets passed away. We talked a couple weeks ago about the fact that he was sick and had his funeral Tuesday. So keep Pat's family in your prayers as they'll struggle a while, as we all would, in terms of losing a family man. So Pat Sheets, a big-time supporter of Harriman Athletics, was on the Sports Around Roane when we left Roane County and came up here, and so worked at one of our fine sponsors, Patterson's, for a number of years. So rest in peace, my friend. Rest in peace. Lady Vols SEC starts tomorrow.
Started today, but they'll play tomorrow.
Yeah. What do you think?
If it's typical like last year, one and done.
I don't see that happening.
Well, one and done. If they win tomorrow, they'll play one game and they'll be done in the second game against South Carolina. I don't think they'll beat South Carolina 3 times in a row.
Well, I don't think South Carolina's.
Yeah, but South Carolina's big girl's not played in either game they've played in, I don't think. So
was she playing the tournament?
She probably will. I would assume she's going to.
If they don't play Mississippi State in the second or third round, then
they got South Carolina, and I didn't look no further than that. I just looked at Auburn and said, "Uh-oh," and let it ride at that.
It wouldn't surprise me if they get on a little run here and get to the championship game. I don't know that they can win it, but I think they'll get to the championship game.
I disagree with you totally. Like I said, it'll be 1 or 2 are done. They'll be out, just like they were last year. I know they didn't win a game last year. So they'll be done.
Okay. You still think she's on the hot seat?
Oh, no, I don't think she's on the hot seat. I think she got off the hot seat. I think there'll be some grumblings if she gets put out before the Final Four. I don't think she's a Final Four team.
Well, if she can't win or get to the championship game in the SEC, how is she going to get to the Final Four?
That's a good question. I don't know. I can't answer that question for you. I'm just saying I think they'll be upset if they're not in the final. That the older fans will be upset if
for not in that conversation.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree
For not,
with that at all.
but I think Philip Former saved her when he made the comments that he made about her, you know, and she's got some young kids, and I think that's bought her maybe another year or two. Now, if we're talking in the next couple of years, and she's still doing the same, listen, it's evident that she can't coach. You can just see it. You can disagree with me all you want to.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying
she's probably a great. I'll say this, but I think she's a great recruiter and she's probably a great assistant coach. But I think that's the extent of it.
I think her biggest problem, and for whatever reason, it's either she's not letting her assistants get involved in game decisions, or her assistants aren't making. There are no game adjustments.
Look at the how the revolving door's been for assistant coaches over there recently, in and out, in and out. The only stable person there is going to be Dean Lockwood. It's going to be the only one that stayed. I mean, but her other assistants she's on another. One of her assistants left and went to South Carolina this past year. Now she brought another one in. She had to bring that lady in to replace the one that she run off, a Tennessee girl. Ran her off. She went back to Kentucky. So it's just a revolving door. There's something going on. If I could put my finger on it, I would and try to help them. Because if they're winning, it's good for everything. But I just don't think she can coach. But I've not just started saying that today. I've been saying that for a long time. I mean, you just have to look. You know, she just don't make the adjustment. She's not able to make the adjustment.
That's the thing that I think probably is the biggest. The biggest shortfall is game time adjustments, but the thing is, there's still 8,000 people showing up over there for ball games.
Well, I think that's just out of loyalty. That's just loyalty to the program, and I think that's what it is. I think that's how much the program means to some people, and they're just loyal people. It's just like if Tennessee was 4 and whatever or 3 and whatever, there'll be times there'll be 100 and some thousand people packed in the stadium. You know, and the best thing you could say that was said around here a few years ago is when one athletic director fired a basketball coach, he said, we'll just be honest, they didn't sell enough popcorn and Cokes. Well, if you're not selling enough popcorn and Cokes, you're not putting people in the seats.
Well, and I think that's
the difference for the men and women. You're looking at
he wasn't literally selling enough.
Well, yeah, I think that's what he meant. I'm going to take that's what he meant. For the men, you're looking at you need probably 12 to 14,000, and Tennessee's on the verge of probably being in the top 8 in the country for attendance. If Saturday's game is what they said, it's a sellout at 21,000, then that puts Tennessee averaging over 16,000 a game. About 18. I heard them selling a radio 16 today. Maybe it's 18.
18, yeah.
But anyway, that puts them up there. So that means you're selling popcorn and Coke, so everything's going good. So you got the lower bowl part over there that they pretty much packed, but I just don't think she can coach.
Okay.
That's just me. But I think Philip Former give her a pass, and I guess that's all right. Really, it ain't all right. It's what he wants. So she's safe for another year.
Okay.
I don't know if she'd have been safe if Curry would have still been there. Maybe not.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back for the last segment.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is your gift destination. Shop the new plush selection for that special someone. We have Bath & Body Works popular fragrances and custom gift baskets too. Live and Let Live has a wide selection of gift and home decor for any occasion, from yard flags to selected jewelry plus much more. We have Big Orange giftware always available year-round. And don't forget to enjoy a soda fountain treat while you shop. Live and Let Live Drugstore, Gift Shop, and Soda Fountain in downtown Rockwood.
All right, crew, let's get started. Kurt?
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
In today's world, you don't stay in business long without providing exceptional customer service. The Duff family has been providing exceptional customer service for over 44 years. Our customers rate us highly, as shown by the fact we're the only dealer in Tennessee to have earned the Subaru Stellar Care Award for customer satisfaction 6 years in a row. Check our online reviews or ask your friends. They'll tell you to come to Earl Duff Subaru, where buying is a pleasure.
Choose financing as low as 0% for 63 months on all new 2018 Outback models at Earl Duff Subaru in Harriman.
Mulch & More in Midtown is your landscaping headquarters. Mulch & More offers mulch, the best topsoil in the area. All types of gravel, sand, pea gravel, either loose or in bags, creek rock, river rock, field stone, mountain mist stone, railroad cross ties, straw bales, fence posts, farm gates, and much more. Mulch & More offers backhoe and dump truck service. And Mulch & More can also demolish a house or building on your property, and they'll haul it off for you. Give Gary a call today at 865-740-5229 for Mulch & More in Midtown.
Roan Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roan Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roan Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roan Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roan Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Reno Sporting Goods, your first choice for sports equipment. On the court, on the field, or in the stands, Reno's has the brand names you want. All the latest from Adidas, Under Armour, and more. From custom embroidery to screen printing, it's all about the game. For over 30 years, Reno Sporting Goods.
Welcome back to the locker room. And baseball, UT's made a nice run both in softball and baseball.
Baseball, so 4-3.
Well, but I'm saying though, but they
16-1 maybe.
But they.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I think that's right. Ain't it?
Yeah.
I believe I read that today.
You know, they beat Middle Tennessee in the game, middle of the week game last night.
Yeah, I think they're 4-3.
So,
I think they're 4-3. If I read it right.
But they just.
Well, that's what everybody's always complained about. It's not everybody's always complaining. They're not one of those games in the middle of the week, and
right.
you know. So, I guess we'll see. The season's just got started, so we'll see what it all pans out to be. It's a fairly young baseball team too, I think. So we'll see.
Isn't it amazing though that the girls hit the road, and they, they've probably been gone 75% of the time since they're. Well, they played 17 ball games, and they probably hadn't played 4 games at home. I think they come back this weekend and.
Yeah, but when they play a home series, they might play 4 games.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and they'll play a lot of double headers.
Yeah, 2 on Friday and 1 on Saturday and maybe 1 on Sunday if the teams are not traveling out.
And especially now though, when we're on these road trips.
You get as many as you can get in.
Yeah, they'll play.
It's playing 2 a day for a while.
Yeah, so they get after it pretty good.
We'll see about the boys baseball team. Jury's out still.
And I thought it was interesting. The Weekleys have a granddaughter playing at Toledo, and she played at Kings Academy last year. We saw her play when my granddaughter went up there to play in a sub-state game, and they have Kings Academy now probably has a dozen girls in Division I softball, and the Weekly's son is the head coach up there.
He's the head coach.
So he's really starting a dynasty up there. Kings Academy will be the girls' softball mecca.
They'll be the Maryville.
Yeah. Even though it's on the private side, they will probably. It wouldn't surprise me to see them play a lot of AA teams just during the regular season, and the fact that. It's a boarding school, so they've got them coming from everywhere. So I just look for him to. I think it'll be a while before anybody wins the state championship on the private side in that division besides Kings Academy. But I thought it was interesting that his granddaughter was coming in. I think she plays right field for Toledo and be coming into play. I'm sure that's how they got on the schedule.
Probably so.
Think of Toledo as a powerhouse in softball, but it's a good story. Good story. Football team continues to get pretty good reviews. Going to be interesting. Does the kid from Stanford come to UT as the graduate quarterback?
I think he said he's coming. I thought I read that, but I don't know why. I don't understand all that, but I guess. mean, I don't know why you come play 1 year. I don't know that Tennessee will be much better next year or this year than they were last year.
I thought John Adams, and I don't necessarily agree a lot with John Adams, but I thought he had a pretty good article the other day when he was talking about Dormady, that
should have hung around.
You know, this is the program that he should be playing for, not the Jones era. This is where this is what they should have recruited him for.
Because he should have stayed and he would have been playing.
You know,
not unless they told him, hey, we're not going to use you.
Well, I don't know. I think he was gone. He was already made his mind up. I think before the end.
But if you're going to use somebody from Stanford, why not use somebody that you've already had?
Sure, for 1 year.
For 1 year, you're just talking 1 year. Yeah. And that's to get the kid ready. That's going to be an incoming freshman. They'll want to redshirt him if they can, and he'll be the man from that point on.
And if that happens, then you know Guarantano's probably gone too. He's probably transferring too.
Probably. I probably agree with you.
So, but I thought Adams made a pretty good point in that.
I think the biggest thing right now about Tennessee is just Tennessee's men's basketball team, all the publicity they're getting, how well they're playing, and what kind of coach we've got. We've probably got one of the best coaches we've had. Probably we can roll it back to the Don DeVoe era and Ray Mears era. Probably we've got probably as good a basketball coach as we've had in a long time, and you know.
Not only here, he's probably one of the better coaches in the conference.
Probably is, and they better get off their pocket and have to pay him a little bit.
Because I mean, he was picked 13th. They were picked 13th this year in the SEC, and going to probably tie for the lead.
Yeah, done a pretty good job. So.
And what's going to be interesting is the turnaround that's been at Auburn, when in all reality they're probably going to get hit with something pretty big.
Everybody says Bruce Pearl's gone at the end of the year anyway. They said he might be leaving for Pittsburgh. There's talk at the guy at Pittsburgh, not Gene Stallings, but Stallings that came from Vanderbilt. It's on the hot seat there, so I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, the thing about it, though, is
listen, this
you better hurry up and get him a contract because the NCAA may come in and handcuff him.
Well, I don't know how much he had to do with that. His name's not really been mentioned. His program has. He had somebody deeply involved in it. But this NCAA, this thing with basketball, it's
going to get huge.
Well, it's already got huge.
Well,
it's already implemented. It's already probably cost one of the top coaches in the country his job.
It has, and it's going to filter down though.
And I'm not talking about Rick Pitino. I'm talking about the Miller guy at Arizona. He might have coached his last game.
Well, and that's what I'm saying is it's not just Pitino. When Pitino took the hit, a bunch of coaches had to be getting nervous.
Now we really need to know who his agent is. Miller at Arizona. If they fire him with cause, even they owe him $20 million. If they fire him with cause, they don't have to have cause to fire him. If they fire him with cause, if they don't fire him with cause,
it's just if they fire him.
If they fire him, period, $20 million.
But what if they don't fire him?
Got to pay his contract.
Well, what I'm saying is, what if the NCAA comes in there?
I think they got to pay his contract. They'll have to let him go, or put him in a position to remove him as basketball coach, put him over in the corner.
Well, but I'm just saying that
irregardless, he's a winner. He wins out, he gets a contract.
But I'm just saying,
pay me $20 million, I go home.
There's got to be something in there, though, that if the NCAA comes in and says you can't coach.
Don't matter. It's in his contract. Don't matter.
Wow.
Either way, you let him go on anything. He's got it. So we thought not. We thought.
Is the athletic director still there that signed that contract?
I want to say no, but if I do that, I'm wrong. I think.
Wow.
I'm not for sure. I can't tell you. I don't. Wow. I just heard him talking about it the other day.
I'm like you then. Yeah, that agent needs.
It's big. Basketball is going to be big. And this might be the first time going in, getting ready for March Madness, that I don't think that there's a clear favorite as who can win it this year. I think you could pick any team that's in the top, let's go top 30.
Well, I don't know about that. I think
any team that's in the top 30.
I think what we
talked about. They beat up on each other all year.
I know it, but I think what we talked about the other night is now you got to go back and see, first of all, you got to have good guard play. If you've got good guard play, that's where the Villanovas and some of those teams have come in and won it in the past.
Some of the teams that's like beat Villanova, and some of the teams that's beat Kansas, and some of the teams that's beat Duke and North Carolina and everybody. They've not been very good basketball teams.
But you still have to. I think in this year, and I agree wholeheartedly with you, there is not a clear favorite. But I think you got to go back, and you go back to the same teams that have been there because that's typically where they're going to come from.
I know we're down to about the last minute. I'll make one last comment. This time next week, we'll be getting ready for the men's SEC tournament to start. It'll probably start on Wednesday. Don't be shocked if Big Blue don't win it all. I'll leave it at that.
don't win the
Don't
SEC
be shocked
tournament.
if they don't win the tournament. They're playing awful well right now. Don't be shocked. I'd love to see Tennessee in it, but don't be shocked if it's not Kentucky. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked.
Don't be shocked.
Playing awful well right now. Started playing good. That's a bad sign for everybody.
It is.
It's the right time.
It is.
It's the
Yep.
right time. Now, John Calipari might come on here and disagree. That's fine.
Well, I think
even though everybody says Tennessee's the best team in the SEC, they're all saying it right now. Don't be shocked. I'll leave it at that.
But don't you hear Calipari saying, "Okay, guys, I'll let you do it your way."
Now we're going to do it
and
mine.
and we lost 4 in a row. If you'll just listen to me, we can get on the roll.
That's right, man.
But let's get on the roll.
We'll talk about it next week.
Have a great week, everyone. Get out and support your basketball teams now. Last chance. See you next week.